Hi, and welcome to Stock Talk Weekly. I'm Tony Muratori, your host. Stock Talk Weekly is presented each Tuesday morning at stocktalkweekly.com, and our program is intended to bring small-cap company awareness in the marketplace without the hype. We hope you enjoy the show, and don't forget to sign up at our website at stocktalkweekly.com to get all the information on our featured companies. And you can also follow us on the web through Facebook and Twitter. Today, we feature Triad Therapeutics, a subsidiary of Aperture Health, Inc., trading under the symbol APRE on the OTC markets. And we'd like to welcome Jim Hedig today, the company's CEO. Jim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Tony. I appreciate it.
Jim, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about the opportunity with Triad Therapeutics and why they should be looking at this company?
Thanks. I appreciate it. A little bit of background on me. I am a pharmacist of about 30 years practicing in the state of New Jersey. I have practiced probably 25 of those 30 years in a specialty known as home intravenous therapy. And for all intents and purposes, what we do is we take patients from the institutions, from the hospitals, and we can bring them home and continue their high-tech IV therapy needs in the home. Intravenous antibiotics, we can feed patients parenterally, we can give them intravenous steroids for the MS patients in the home. We can take care of pain medicines for patients in the home that need intravenous. That could be chronic debilitating back pain, all the way on through end-of-life care for the hospice patients in the home or an inpatient hospice. It's a really wonderful specialty, and it's a business that has been around for well over 40 years, a very, very mature business, and it continues now on an upswing in terms of its growth. The reason that we're seeing that is because of the major push that's happening within the healthcare industry to get patients out of the hospitals faster so that they really don't want to be in the hospitals, they don't want to be exposed to any further types of infections, and they really want the patients from a cost perspective to be home so that we can finish up their therapies, send nurses to their home, start intravenous lines on them there, actually teach the patients how to provide their own intravenous medications on a daily basis. And then we're available to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We have full certified clean rooms in our offices in New Jersey, and we actually do the actual compounding of all the pharmaceuticals, and on a weekly basis, we make deliveries to the patients' homes for all the medications that they need.
Now, are these costs that the patient has to cover?
No, we actually will get complete verifications from the insurances prior to accepting a patient onto service to make sure that there's no surprises at the end. So we'll get the authorizations from the insurance companies, and then we'll go ahead and actually take the patients home. So it's covered by traditional third-party commercial insurance companies, Medicare, Medicaid, unions that are self-insured will also wind up using the services as well.
So Triad Therapeutics ends up becoming an extension to their hospital stay?
Absolutely, yeah. It becomes really the last phase of their hospital stay. Patients want to get out of the hospital. They don't really want to be exposed to any further pathogens in the institutions. It's the best way for them to go home in the comfort of their own home and receive their daily medications. We have patients who receive intravenous antibiotics once a day. They can go on to receive them through a pump that they might wear around their waist 24 hours continuously.
And Jim, where do you see the overall market for the company?
Well, the marketplace for home intravenous therapy is well over $10 billion nationally, and it continues to grow as far as that's concerned. Triad Therapeutics is entering really in a very, very good phase right now because we're seeing an uptick in terms of the marketplace. There's been a lot of consolidation in the industry over the years from some of the other players that had existed because there were some decreases in terms of the overall reimbursement that we saw in the industry. That really has stopped. Now we have a very, very stable reimbursement structure, and it's a perfect time for this company to get out there and actually to grow. My projections are to have the company in and around the $5 million mark by the end of 2012, and we could do about a 25% return on that.
And a lot of the companies maybe in your industry maybe outsource some of the billing and the collection stuff. Is that all handled within Triad?
We do everything on the inside. The personnel and the management team that I've chosen for Triad Therapeutics come with well over 30 years of combined experience in the industry. So between myself actually as the CEO and also I'm the pharmacist as well, I talk to my patients, I see my patients, etc. We also have nurses that have been doing it for many years. We have billing specialists and collection specialists that have been doing it for many years and specific to the IV therapy industry.
Well, I thank you for coming on our show today.
Thank you very much for having me, Tony. I appreciate it.
Well, that concludes our show this week. We hope you found it both entertaining and informative. I'm Tony Muratori, and I'll see you next Tuesday on Stock Talk Weekly.